Yo, what up? How's it going, everybody? Back at it with another Deck Doctor here. Today, this is for Chiefs 15. He says, it can't be on stream tonight, but wanted to play Ectoplasm with 8X clones. Thought an all-high attack lineup with Comet would be fun. I've never played the Chaos symbol before, so I might be overlooking something. Hell yeah, I'm in. So I've gone through, before we started doing the video, and I threw some stuff into your sideboard. Yeah, and so now we get to chit-chat about it. We are going to keep your list as close to 55 as possible. That's our goal. I'm going to try not to bloat your deck because it looks like you're wanting it pretty slim. But let's just talk about the cool stuff that I saw. We'll start off with how we kill people, attack cards. Command Pigeon Flock. It's ally. It's a high attack. Donnie, think of the 10. It's an ally. It's a high attack. Lets you build things for free and give your stuff damage for each ally card in your card pool. These are all homies. And so like his ability to go and find ally cards, Ectoplasm to go pick up the whatever. It just feels very, very good. If you can play it later on in the chain. Up next, the next attack that I have is just Meteor Shower. It's just your classic high attack package. Being able to go and grab Meteor Shower, pick up Meteor Shower. Same thing with Zero Gravity Lift. Having a lift in your momentum, and then being able to play Zero Gravity Lift, use Ectoplasm to go and find another Zero Gravity Lift. I'm going to play 2 Zero Gravity Lifts this turn, and then do the thing, do the whatnot. Dark Shadow Talon, suggested by a viewer, has a beautiful Deadlock enhance, but I think there's probably just gonna be better things to be doing. Hopefully we're killing them before Deadlock anyways. If we were playing other actions, I could really see us playing this card, but I think there's just probably better stuff that we could be doing. The biggest plus to this card, truthfully, is just the low block that it provides, because like this is a mid block, high block. This is the low block, and none of these are all mids as well. So like it's a little iffy. So with that said, I'm gonna go in and look at your list. I don't think Alleyway Ambush deserves to be in 6-handers. I think that they're just not effective at doing the thing that this card wants to do. If there are at least 5 cards in your card pool, this card ignores progressive difficulty. Yes, you get to go pick up the 7th one with Ectoplasm, but that means you have to play Alleyway Ambush as your last card in hand. If you're not killing them, if this card is not, if Alleyway doesn't end the game, all you have to survive on is just your character's full block of thing once per turn, right? And that's if we've built it. I think this card is not worth it, and I think we should just be playing other cool cards. So we're gonna cut the Alleyways, and I think what we do is, and this says for each Ectoplasm in my card pool, I think what we do, because we're going to keep it at 18 attacks. Honestly, I just want to play Meteor Showers. I think Meteor Shower combined with what Home Run Comet's got going on is very good. Right? And it says that like they have to worry about the Ectoplasm clones. Your next Ectoplasm attack is +1. It's either that as a Grav Lift, right? I don't know. I like Meteor Shower to keep the difficulty lower. I'm into it. I think Meteor Shower is cool. And I think if you wanted to cut the Ectoplasm clones down to like a 6 of, right? It's got to be 8. It's just 6. And then toss in a couple Zero Gravity Lifts. I don't think it's terrible. But like if the gimmick of the deck is to play as many clones as possible, play as many clones as possible, man. I'm here for it. Up next, let's talk about the actions and assets. The one that I had was just UA High. It kind of just gets the ball going, right? I think that you have to play this card at least a 1 of, just to go and pick up a clone so you can pick up another clone, or pick up the Giant Bite Detention, or whatever, right? Hey, let's just go pick up the things that we want to go pick up and then do the thing. And at the same time, discard a card, draw a card. Maybe I don't want the character in my hand. Maybe I don't want something, and then we get to utilize it. Living up to his example is a weird one. I can discard my card from my hand in addition to paying the cost for momentum. I don't know if this is in here just because it's a low block breaker block, but it's just not worth it because this is the only thing that has powerful, right? Stun. Yeah, I think this card just instantly gets to leave. It's not worth the quote-unquote cantrip. There's better things that we can be doing with our other cards in our hand. Our cards in our hand is a precious resource as a 6-hand size character. 12, 28, 13. We got to cut this number way down. So from there, we get to now just move on to the foundations. So I'm going to start with the foundations that I added in first, and then we'll talk about the foundations that you have in your deck and what we can do about it. First and foremost, Friends of Animals. If it's committed during the hand step, it gets +2 speed, playable while committed. I don't think there's anything really that we have to commit a card to do a thing. It's probably not worth it. And then add an ally to your momentum. Playable while committed is just like a good cost. Not really worth a 3/5 too high. Basic training is insane. This is going to be one of the cards that we play. This card's very, very good. Response after you play an attack, it just gets +1 damage. It says that your clones like are actually threatening by themselves, right? But with that said, like Ectoplasm does make this thing threatening. Ectoplasm makes this a 4 high for 5, right? As a 4 diff, and now it's a 4 high for 6 as the first one. Maybe they do have to block it, which means the later ones get to swing just as hard. This card is for sure going in. Feeling cute. Destroy foundation, get a speed. It's good high block. Successful results, discard momentum, ready it. It's good. Chivalrous competitor. Here's our draw that we were looking for. Irrefutable is a very good card, shutting down other stuff. And then first day of class. I don't actually think we need first day, honestly. If we could first day and make this thing cheaper, I'd be down. But I think Ectoplasm Clones just makes Giant Bite Detention a good enough card as is. Yeah, I think I'm here for it. So now let's take a look at the cards that you have in your deck, right? Things like Wealthy Aspirations. Why is this a 4 of? Why is this a 1 of? I think that like just being able to like steal a bonus momentum off of Home Run Comet is not a good enough reason to play this at a 4 of. I'm down to play it, but it deserves to be like a 1 of. Same thing with Petty Squabble. I get that your character's like, after you use the once per turn on the character, it's not very good on my opponent's turn. But the thing about Petty Squabble is it needs to be playable on your turn in order to get a ton of value out of it. So we're going to drop it down to a 1 of. Love Award the Victor. This card is very, very cool. It says doing cool things like Giant Bite Detention. Like swing a card, Giant Bite Detention, stack award the Victor, stack it, play Giant Bite Detention is very, very rad. I think it's going to end up being like a 1 of just because we got to fit other stuff in here, but it's super cool. Final Exam Failures. This card's not very good. We'll see where we end up block zone wise and seeing if we need it, but I'd rather just like play more Cool Students. But I even think I'm going to cut Cool Students because we're not even playing 4 basic. You're easily excited. Easily excited has to be a 4 of. Yeah, I think Exam Failures gets to leave just because we have things like Feeling Cute, right? Instantly replaced. Chivalrous Competitor has to be at least a 3 of. I want to make it a 4 of, and we'll just see where our numbers lie. We're still very close. 14. We got to get rid of mid blocks. Block zone. Mids. We got to get rid of these. Encouraging Training Partner League Interview. It's gone. We literally just can't afford it to be a mid block. I have Basic Training at a 1 of. I think we might just have to cut it, and that sucks. The question, you know what? Let's do 2 and 2, and we'll see which one you like better. Release gets to be a 3 of. I think that's fine. It's just like good spam, right? 54. We gotta keep it where it is. One more low block? Question mark. Block zones. Low. Wealthy Aspirations to 1 of is great. Irrefutable easily gets to be a 2 of. Right. This is probably it. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of requesting assistance in Chaos decks. Like its entire job is just to +1 your check for the turn by re-readying a card. But you gotta have the momentum to do so. And we're not running any throws. When I was playing it in my Tokoyami deck that I played over on the channel earlier, and you guys can find the matches of that, it was this card was always dead. I never had the momentum. With that said, this is no Tokoyami. This is significantly slower than that deck, and so it's a little tough to want that, you know. Yeah, and the fact that we've got 3 extra mid blocks. Yeah, I think we just have to get rid of some. Oh, this is so tough. This is 55. This is technically the goal, right? 14, 27, 14. I'm sure this is just a fun deck. I'm sure you're not trying to be hyper competitive with this Ectoplasm. Yeah. I think this might be where I want to leave it. Here's the things that I'm not in love with. I think that Cool Student doesn't need to be at a 3 of. I think a 2 of works totally fine. You know what? Actually, let's do 2, and let's put Award the Victor back up to a 2 of, just because I think this card's very cool. This card is going to be your main momentum out. It's the thing that is going to be spinning your momentum. That and Home Run Comet and Meteor Shower are all like big momentum generators, right? Which is where like us wanting to play things like Friends of Animals just to steal as much momentum as possible is like good. And the reason we can't play things like Successful Results, we're just too momentum hungry in the deck at the moment. Which I guess is why you wanted Wealthy Aspirations, but this was even before that. 4 of it was too much. I'm pretty sure I was playing like Shigaraki 1 and I was only playing 2 of this, or Shigaraki 2 and I was only playing 2 of this card. And he gets momentum on every single attack that he swings. Yeah. So with that, I think this is where I would leave it. I am still a little nervous about all these mid blocks. But I truthfully don't know what to cut from here just because of the attack lineup that we picked. This card having a mid block is it needed to happen because we can have 8 of it, right? And then we have to have the most common block possible. Imagine Ectoplasm Clones being a low block, it just wouldn't be played. And so I think this is probably where I would leave it from here if the goal is Clones, Bite, Comet, Ectoplasm. With that, thank you for watching, you guys. Thank you again to Chiefs15 for the support over on Patreon. I greatly appreciate it, man. Let me know how it does. I'm excited to see what happens with Ectoplasm. He's a very cool character. I like the lift ability. So with that, thank you for watching. And as always, I wish you well.